Hello and welcome to QUTV News. I'm Tyler Menendez. In the past couple of years, the number of students on campus has been growing significantly.
And I'm Jake Vitale. Some at QU say there are two lotteries happening on campus, one involving housing and the other involving the sun, and that's where we start today. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity took place at Friars Field on April 8th. The solar eclipse gave students a chance to get out of class and enjoy the beautiful day.
Solar eclipse is dubbed as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity if you get to see one. For some, this will be the first eclipse they have witnessed. For others, this was the second, as the last solar eclipse was back in 2017.
It's pretty strange. I never witnessed one before. I'm the type to just be in my bed sleeping all day, but I guess it's getting a little bit dark for 30 minutes, but it's pretty cool. Great day to be a hawk.
Friars Field was the perfect place to view the eclipse with the open field and clear skies. The only problem became finding a place to relax, as the field filled up quickly.
A party out there, folks. Obviously, any excuse to sit in the sun and enjoy what's a once-in-a-decade event or a once-in-a-lifetime for a few people is a whole lot of fun.
Whether students just wanted to get some extra credit for class or were excited to experience solar eclipse, it will still be an experience they will never forget.
Pretty excited. We got all these people here playing games and stuff. It's an exciting day.
So this has been the story from Francis Field about what the atmosphere has been like on here, about watching the solar eclipse, and just kind of what people's thoughts and opinions have been like. But now we'll take it up to QTV's Kaye Grover for the story on top of Friars.
So cool!
Fake news.
On the rooftop of Friars Hall, Quincy University faculty and staff gathered to get a better view of the solar eclipse and enjoy the weather.
The important part is this unique event called the eclipse, and I was kind enough to be given glasses to be able to view the eclipse, but I'm more taken by the students who are out there in the field enjoying themselves.
For some, a solar eclipse is a once-in-a-lifetime event, but for some lucky others, this is their second time seeing it in their lifetime.
You know, it's just such a special day. It's something that doesn't happen very often, and the last time I got to see an eclipse was my freshman year of college. Actually here. It was part of our freshman orientation, so it's really cool to experience it again.
Quincy University Advancement and QU Financial Services offered solar eclipse lenses and sweet treats to accommodate faculty members watching the eclipse above.
Over the past few years, Quincy University has seen an increase in undergraduate enrollment, more specifically international students enrolling. As a result, this past fall, QU announced that the class of 2027 is the largest they've seen in 50 years.
Travel. Plenty of QU students can tell us a thing or two about that. In the class of 2027 alone, there are students from 17 different countries. With this number climbing higher every year, there are more and more opportunities every day for students to experience diversity and interact with fellow students who just so happen to have made a little trip across the pond.
Having a diverse campus allows us all to see what the world's actually about and not just live in our everyday lives, like we would back home with the same people. We get to experience different cultures from different countries.
For some QU students, being around such a diverse student body can be a great learning experience. For others, it can be a straight-up culture shock.
When I first got here, I know it was a big relief seeing that there were other people like me from, just other parts of the world. I've been all over. It really makes me feel at home when I can see people from other cultures and feel the diversity within the community.
It's not easy to come from Japan to America, but Quincy University helps make school easier for international students. I also have good teammates who help me too.
Despite the difficulty of moving across the world to a college town in the middle of America, students like Atsushi seem to be enjoying life and fitting in just fine at QU.
With the addition of multiple athletic programs, as well as new clubs and organizations on campus, Quincy University hopes to see the international enrollment numbers continue to rise in the coming years. Quincy University will host the President's Leadership Breakfast this month. The first woman to attain the rank of colonel with the Illinois State Police is the keynote speaker, Teresa Kettlecamp, an alumna from the class of 1974. The event will take place from 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. in the CAF Private Dining Room on April 25th. The breakfasts are a regular campus event where community leaders discuss and share their knowledge on different topics to improve the community. Students will soon find out where they'll be laying their heads next semester.
A lot of students have mixed feelings towards the CAF. We will tell you why after break. Welcome back. The housing lottery season is underway. Students will choose soon where they want to live on campus and who they will want to live with. QUTV's Tony Lundy tells us how the lottery works.
The housing lottery beginning, it rewards students based on their GPA and year in school. It will then descend by class. Res Life Director Cortarius Findley has sent out emails on times that are available for a specific dorm that you want.
So our housing lottery has been in place for quite a while. The purpose of it is to ensure that upperclassmen with the correct amount of credits get the correct placement in housing. This has been in place for a while. This is the fairest way to do it to ensure that those who have been here long enough get the opportunity to stay in such dorms like SLC, a house, Woods if it's available, things of that nature.
Students will get to choose between some of QU's finest dorms. Many upperclassmen will choose a student living center, the suite-style building of Willer Hall, or even Woods. If you would rather live on your own, students tend to migrate towards Heline Hall and Friars Hall. Freshmen will be a part of Padua Hall and Garner Hall.
One thing to note is that if you don't have a good GPA or you don't have enough credits to go into a building like the student living center, an upperclassman that you may want to room with might have a higher lottery pick than you, just because of their GPA and their credit hours, so they'll have the opportunity to pull you in with them no matter what.
I feel like the housing system works great because it really rewards the students to do really well in school in order to be able to, choose where they're living for the next year, which I'm benefited enough to have Parker, who was able to pull me in, and it's just a great opportunity, and I'm glad that they run it this way.
To sign up, go to the school portal, Campus Life tab, then select your roommate. Go to step 3 and pick the room that you and your potential roommates want. QUTV, Tony Lundy, Quincy.
The housing lottery started April 9th. Be sure to check your emails and be ready to choose your dorm. Quincy University students miss the old food to-go box system. Students used to receive green reusable containers to take out the food at the CAF. They now get compostable single-use containers. The container is not the biggest change to the system though. The CAF now charges $2 for the ability to take meals on the run, and students are only limited to one to-go meal a day.
Yeah, for sure. It's annoying paying for $2. It's just annoying. I don't see the point in it anyway. So.
The old system was put in place during COVID and was a very popular way for students to use their meal swipes. The ability to take any meal on the run was a valuable perk. Most students on campuses are athletes, and their schedules often conflict with CAF hours. Many students say they want the old system to return.
Quincy University has appointed a new director of campus ministry. Father Darren Zenley will take on this role and keep his previous role as an assistant professor. Zenley's main goal is to help every student build a relationship with God. If you have any questions regarding faith or anything religious, you can contact Jessica Howell at Campus Ministry in Francis Hall. QU Campus Ministry is holding a pilgrimage on April 13th to 14th. The pilgrimage is a commemoration of Father Augustus Tolton. This is the 4th year the pilgrimage has been held, and there will be 13 people that will be attending. 3 of them are alumni and 2 are honorary Hawks.
So the pilgrimage that we're doing is we're walking from the church in Brush Creek, Missouri, where he was baptized, St. Peter's, to his grave, which is here at St. Peter's Cemetery in Quincy. So it's about 35 miles that we'll be walking in 2 days to commemorate his life and his journey into Quincy.
Father Augustus Tolton was the first African-American priest in the United States who fled to Quincy to escape from slavery. He was a student in QU when it was called St. Francis Solanus College. Even though this is their 4th year, this is the first year campus ministry has taken it up upon themselves to orchestrate this event. Joe Nienberg hopes that the event will grow bigger and become an event for the diocese, as Father Tolton was on the way to being canonized as a saint.
I sure hope the weather is fair for the long walk. It'd be terrible if the weather were anything but nice.
We'll find that out and more from Wesley Martin with the weather when we come back.
Man, you can't really ask for much better weather than we got last weekend.
Yeah, man, it's about time that sun came out.
Remember on Tuesday where something cool happened? Well, Jim Lawrence got that video from that special day. So we have a solar eclipse that happened on Tuesday. We had 93% totality here in Quincy. The eclipse started around 12:43 and it peaked at 2 and it finished around 3:16. Places like Dallas, Texas and Indianapolis, Indiana had full totality and had a great view of the solar eclipse. I was there and experienced it with fellow friends and former teammates. It was a great experience. But back to the weather here in Quincy, Illinois. It is very, very warm. We have a warm front here. It's perfect weather for shorts, sandals, and things like that. And Friday, we have women's tennis and women's lacrosse at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Great weather, phenomenal time to go out there and play sports and get a win for your school. And then Saturday, we have 79 degrees in Quincy, mostly sunny, with winds coming from the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then Sunday, we have women's lacrosse. Starts at 1 p.m. and it's 78 degrees, so even nicer. It's going to be warm at the warmest at this time, but ultimately a great time to go out there and get another win for the Lady Hawks. And it's going to be cloudy with winds coming from the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then our 7-day forecast for the week. We have Thursday, 63 degrees and a low of 46. Friday, 67 with a low of 44 degrees. And Saturday, a high of 79 degrees and a low of 61. So we're going to be experiencing high temperatures majority of the week. And it's going to be at its highest on Sunday with 84 degrees with a low of 61. We have not experienced a low of 61 in a while. So that will be good to go outside when you wake up and know that you can wear shorts and don't have to wear a pair of short or jeans and change later. And then Monday we had 81 degrees with a low of 62. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be in the 70s to finish off the week with great weather here in Quincy.
Thanks for that report, Wesley.
And I'm looking forward to the great weather coming up.
You guys are welcome.
Seems like good weather for these spring sports to get outside and play their games.
And the Hawks have been doing more than just playing. More on that from Kaylin Lowry when we come back.
The men's and women's golf season started in March and is in full effect.
Let's hope they're trying to play like they're trying to earn a green jacket this week.
Let's all hope the best of luck to those. And the Quincy University football team does have a new coaching staff. We're going to talk about that, but first let's get down to the nitty-gritty of our profession, the announcers and broadcasters. Now, we have the easy job. We sit at the desk, we're reading off the scripts, and we got our words right in front of us, right? Not these guys. Now, they are on go. It's all live, no cameras, and no scripts. And at QU, students have the opportunity to call their home games. Now, QU offers a class that allows students to gain experience working as play-by-play and analysts at games. This weekend, we got a chance to see behind the scenes of calling a game and what a weekend of sports broadcasting looks like. Because you only see what's on air and not the process of the job. The bat is KJ Weller. Now let's see if she can get something going here for the Hawks.
Yes, Kayla, not only does she pitch, but she also hits. That ball is hit directly to the pitcher of jury for an out.
Now the Panthers, I think they already know that they figured out the Hawks out, especially after that first game. Now they're coming into the second game, they're just doing the exact same thing that they're doing in that first game, while the Hawks are trying to change things up. If you attend QU and are interested in joining the class, you can sign up for COM 347 for the GLVC's broadcasting class. The men's and women's golf season has been in full spring since March. The men's team has struggled to find their groove in the first 3 tournaments, but the women have found their step in posting good scores each tournament.
The Lady Hawks have improved every tournament. In their first tournament, they finished 8th. Their second, they finished 4th. And in their previous one, they finished 2nd place.
We started off a little rough, but with a lot of practice and perseverance, we have found our step, and the season's getting a little easier now.
The men's team has struggled this spring, but are determined to turn it around. Jack Driscoll tells us how he intends to improve.
Yeah, golf season's going all right. Obviously could be better, but, just with obstacles and everything, facing adversity as a college athlete, just getting out there, practicing every day, trying to work on your game, just be ready for competition.
There's a key piece missing for the men this spring. Glenn Sutton shares how he is recovering from an injury and how he plans to make it back in the lineup.
I had a back problem that they fixed with spinal fusion surgery and put 2 rods in my back. So I had a lot of stiffness and pain from that. So just really working back through getting my mobility back, getting back to playing golf and just playing more and getting back into the game since I took so much time off.
The men are eager to finish the season strong, and the women are excited to keep the ball rolling. Jack Weiss, QUTV News, Quincy.
Next up for the men's and women's team is the QU Invite at Quincy Country Club and the GLVC Conference Championship. A lot of people finished their story over the weekend, but after finishing their own kind of story last year, as they haven't had a positive season since 2008, the Quincy University Hawks football team turned some heads after finishing the season 6-5.
Getting an entirely new offensive coaching staff, right? Hawks football is looking to become a whole different team than last season, mentally and physically. We have plenty of new coaches on this new staff, but let's head to the ones that make it happen on the offensive side. The offense coordinator and quarterbacks coach, Jack Nelson, who you see on the left, and Hunter Harris, the offensive line coach on the right. Both coaches are here to make this Hawks team a force on and off the field.
I've been working for about 2 to 3 months now, getting in the weight room with the guys, installing some offense with the guys, and also finally getting to watch them work on the field. Trying to find a winning culture here at Quincy. How we go about our business day to day. Every single day you get out here is an interview. We got to embrace that mentality. So when Saturdays do come, they come a lot more naturally and easier.
I'm excited.
This is a new challenge, new opportunity. We're going to attack the day every day, I know. One of the biggest things for me is being able to just develop the guys that I've got, develop the guys in the room, and hopefully as we get new guys in throughout the spring and freshmen, get these new freshmen in and get rolling with them, right? The standard is the standard. Knowing, hey, this is the bar, now we're going to achieve above the bar, right? And every single day achieving more and more above that bar, setting that new standard, that new bar to get better with not only just small things, but big picture as well, right? Playing as a group.
Now, the QU community has high hopes for this football team, so let's keep notes on them as we progress throughout the remaining weeks of the spring semester. Now, I am very excited to see the impact of this coaching changes.
Man, I am too. I also hear QUTV as a big old fan on the baseball team.
We'll see who it is when we come back. Not everyone knows about QUTV or watches it every week, but there are some that enjoy to tune in. There's one student who likes to watch it more than anyone else. QUTV's Henry Balmer is here to bring us more on our biggest fan.
Roman Harrison is a sophomore baseball player at Quincy University. Harrison has a lot going on in his life trying to juggle school and baseball. There's one thing he always makes time for, and that is watching QUTV.
I really like that it shows things that are happening in my life, and I get to see familiar faces.
Being a student athlete can be a hard thing to manage, but Harrison seems to be able to always make time to relax and hang with friends.
Roman's a good guy, very kind, loving, and simple. He loves his Wildcats. Oh, Roman loves QUTV every Wednesday or Thursday when the video is uploaded to YouTube. He's always watching it immediately. He loves the interviews of other people's and the stories. He can't get enough of it.
Harrison makes a lot of time for fun and games with friends. One thing they say, though, is he's fun and great to be around. Harrison may be a standout pitcher and student, but also may be a standout QUTV watcher and lover. Henry Balmer, QUTV, Quincy.
I love that guy. We definitely have to get him on the show sometime.
He seems to really love himself some QUTV.
Oh, yeah.
You know what, Kalen? I think I just might be able to make that happen.
Oh, man, that would be something. Thank you for watching QUTV News today. For more stories, be sure to check us out on social media and QUmedia.net.